I met my girlfriend's senior year of high school in 2022. We bonded well and hit it off a couple months later. 2023, we graduated high school and were going off to university in August. We had too much free time in the summer, and she ended up pregnant, and we found out early August. Biggest mistake of my life, and I can't tell you how scared I was. Due to the pregnancy, our family pressured us into getting married, so we did in January of 2024, my second biggest mistake. Anyways, she goes through with the pregnancy and gives birth 9 months later. A couple months later, the baby died due to an undetected heart condition. It was hard for us to manage, but I thought we pulled through. The fall semester was coming up, and I had switched universities. She was doing online courses, so we decided to move into a one-bedroom apartment. First time that we had lived together on our own, self-sustained. Within 1 to 2 months of signing the lease, she started cheating. Looking back, I should have noticed, but I was exhausted from uni, work, and commuting. Her schedule was easier as she just worked full-time and did her classes from our apartment. More free time. 40 hours versus 65 hours weekly, and she still had the audacity to complain about me not cleaning. Signs I noticed and ignored, unfortunately. More time online, more isolation, less physical interaction. Change in view of cheating went from deal breaker to it's not a big deal. But I was 19 and dumb. At least now I know what to look for in the future. She cheated for 5 months in total before she told me. Now here's the part where I win, which may sound counterintuitive. I got hit by a car. Best thing that's happened to me. Now this case is still active, so I won't give too much detail. But here's what I will give. Company vehicle that was at fault, severe injury, deep pockets. This injury occurred about 6 months ago, and I'm still in PT. Probably take a year to fully recover, but I feel well. I'm basically guaranteed to be worth a couple hundred G's once everything settles. Found this part out in December 2024. Also, due to my injury, I had to stay at my parents' for 6 weeks, as I couldn't go up my apartment stairs. While I'm gone, my ex tells me she likes being there alone. Wonderful thing to hear when you were almost killed a couple weeks prior. Yeah, she was cheating. At this point, I'm still oblivious, but I start planning for the future. While injured, I start seeing financial advisors, etc., making plans to pay off our debt and whatnot. IDK if this pissed her off or what, because I was trying to take care of our finances. I didn't work due to the severity of my injury. But it created tension for some reason, even though we were going to be financially free, but oh well. She eventually told me about her cheating in March of 2025, and I immediately filed for divorce, and it surprised her. Even though I told her it was a deal breaker in the beginning of our relationship. Made her sleep on the couch until she found a new apartment. Unfortunately, I did start working a lot more, which was hard due to me still recovering, but you gotta do what you gotta do. My theory is that she felt bad about the cheating and didn't think she deserved the settlement. I couldn't imagine the guilt, especially after 5 months. But honestly, IDK and IDCY. I just know I was able to protect myself. I also found out that her mom was upset that she told me about the cheating because they wanted my ex to get some of the settlement. Shows the learnt behavior from filth. It also shows how uneducated they are to think they would get any. It's money for future medical costs, and the only way she could get half is if I put the money into a joint account, at least where I live. Besides, I made her do an uncontested divorce, and apparently she started sleeping around with a bunch of guys 2 weeks after leaving. Shows she was the problem. While I'm going to therapy, taking my time, and I honestly feel a lot better. I haven't gotten myself into a rebound relationship because it's stupid and doesn't work. I also added a new dating rule: don't date anyone that believes they don't need their meds. But yeah, that's my cheating story. I have no hate towards her, and I have forgiven her. I wish her the best in life. My biggest advice to anyone dealing with a cheater is to turn your anger or sadness into ambition.